Desire is basically what gets you to do things. It's related directly to your behavior and the way you interpret things, and that obviously affects the way you feel, and it affects what happens. So your desire is kind of the key feature of your egoic structure. When there's no desire, there's essentially nothing going on. No desire makes for no meaning, makes for nothing. A problem is, by its nature, completely dependent on a desire. A preference is a desire. Thinking something is good or bad is a desire. A desire can be, there's different ways for desire to exist, though. There's desire that kind of works there's different kinds of desire. Sometimes desires are intense, and sometimes desires are loose. Sometimes desires feel like prisons, sometimes desires feel like games. Sometimes the desire is oh no, sometimes it's oh, this is fun. A problem isn't necessarily bad. So when I say desires are the root of problems, I'm not saying the problems are bad. So I'm not saying desires are bad. I'm just saying that when you have a desire, there's a problem, because you have to do something about it. You have to take some kind of an action then. If you were to have no desire, then nothing would matter. Significance is just it's just based on what you desire. It has to do with what you desire, what you think is good, what you think is bad. So the kind of thing you desire will change the way you act. And if you want something genuinely for itself, then it's going to be a lot different than if you want something to fulfill something indirectly. So if you think, and sometimes you think you desire something when really you desire something else. If you think you desire a relationship with somebody, you may think that you want a relationship with somebody, but then if you get them, if you get in a relationship with them, then you'll be oh, that's not really, it's not good enough or whatever. It's not interesting anymore because you got it. So it's you probably thought, oh, I want this because just for the thing. You probably thought, oh, I want that relationship because of this, that, and the other thing. But because ego and real root desires are at play, it has more to do with the feelings that things generate and such. And your desire to feel those feelings of excitement are stronger than your desire for a, quote, relationship. So, and if you have desires that are interfering, maybe you have a desire to make a lot of money, or you think you have that desire, but really if you have to work at all, then it's just, you give up. Then it means that probably at your base, you desire just comfort, which is kind of what everybody wants. When somebody who gets really wealthy does it because they have to. Anybody who does anything does it because they have to. They're going on their impulses. Things happen, and then things happen.